Welcome to One Mind Wednesdays, everyone. This is Reverend Kit Holmes. It is Wednesday, December the 28th, 2022, the last Wednesday of this year. As we head into the new year, in a few days, you've probably encountered an avalanche of advice on creating or not New Year's resolutions. Full disclosure, I stopped doing that years ago, mostly because in my spiritual practice, I began to learn. I awakened to the fact that every minute is an opportunity to create a new day. Every day is an opportunity to make this, whatever this is, the best year ever. Best year ever. Woohoo! Best year ever. You see it on my calendar. It's on December 2022. So yeah, as humans, we've created calendars, we've created clocks, we've created these constructs. So to mostly help us stay organized, mostly get along cohesively with 7+ billion other people on the planet, in this planetary community. So yeah, it gives us some things so we're all moving along mostly on the same page most of the time. But as we awaken spiritually, we learn that now, right now, this moment is the only moment that we have. And that moment is filled with infinite potential. What we do with it is entirely up to us. That's our process. That's the practice. How do we respond to things? How do we view things? What is our worldview about this? Digging deeper into our unconscious, subconscious belief systems. So, on this One Mind Wednesday, if you're considering setting an intention or doing resolutions or whatever it might be to mark the new year, the calendar new year, I ask you, or invite you, not ask you, I'm going to invite you to ponder a few things. Getting clear on one thing. Sometimes we have the tendency to go, yeah, it's the new year, I'm going to change every last thing in my life. I'm here to tell you from great experience, I don't recommend that. Focus on one thing, and always that one thing behind it is asking yourself the question, what would I love? What would I love to experience? And this can go for the whole year, for that one goal. It can go for one moment in time, one moment or one situation today. To stop, step back, take a breath and say, how would I love for this to unfold? How would I love for this to turn out? And keep the focus and attention there. The second thing to consider when you're setting out a goal, for example, you say, I want to learn to meditate for an hour a day. I want to be able to meditate for an hour every day. Go deeper with that question. Why? What do you think an hour will get you? Go to the deeper why. The question may be, the intent may be, I want to live a more peaceful life. And from that place of understanding our why, we can move into a little more specifically about what this is about. Really, it's living a more peaceful life. It is entirely possible to live a more peaceful life without meditating for an hour a day. Just because someone else does it and says that works for them, this is really important. It's important for us to remember that our journey, our path, our adventure, our life adventure is ours. It's going to unfold the way it is meant to for us, individually, uniquely us. So this is the caveat in that, in looking outward and saying, well, so-and-so did it this way and this is why it worked for them. Not necessarily, and most likely is not going to work for you in that same way. You don't know their story, you don't know their path, you don't know their trials and tribulations and the things that they don't show the world that brought them to the point of living a peaceful life. So that's my encouragement there. The other thing about the specificity, let go of the how. Let go of the how. That's a huge thing. Why? Because it means we have to give up control over things that we really have no control over. We have to trust that spirit, that divine presence, that thing that created all of life, that created us, probably has a few more better ideas than we might have. I've learned that that dropped in for me a few years ago in an aha moment in meditation that said, oh my gosh, God, spirit, universal love, intelligence, whatever name you give it, I think is a whole lot smarter than I am, a whole lot more creative, and a whole lot wiser. So maybe I can trust that. I can trust that I am always going to be supported and supplied. My focus is to just specify what and let the how take care of itself. We will be guided. We are always guided to the next step that will bring us to the manifestation of that desire. No, it's a lot. I'm throwing it at you, but it's okay. Remember, this is the other part of, in this process of setting intentions and all of this, things may not, most likely will not unfold the way you think they should. And so it is our practice to lean into and trust, number one. I already said that. Number two is to be gentle with ourselves and remember that we are in a process. This is a practice. This is a practice. We strive for progress, not perfection. Okay? The last part of this is to make sure when you get your what and you get to your why, write it down. Write it down. It is much more likely we will look at it. You stick it on a Post-it note on your refrigerator, on your dashboard, on your laptop, wherever you're going to see it, to remind yourself, oh, that's right. This is where I'm heading. I've got to know where I'm going so I can get there, right? And be gentle. Be gentle through all of this. As I said, and I say it every week, this is a practice. This is a practice. And so, just as a suggestion to you, coming up Saturday, December 31st, that's a couple of days away, at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, if you're looking for contributing to a more peaceable planet, a peaceful environment, a peaceful life, join me and probably thousands and thousands of other people online at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, Saturday, December 31st, for the World Healing Meditation. This year is the 36th year that this is happening. John Randolph Price and his wife Jan created this event in 1986 for people around the world to meditate on the collective intention for global healing and peace. The link is below in the description of this post, so please follow that. Please join me. I wish you all the happiest of New Year's, whatever your intentions and your celebrations may be about. And join me again next Wednesday in the new year, 1 p.m. Eastern Time for One Mind Wednesdays. The reminder that we are all a part of the One Mind. That means we're all in this together. So, kindness matters. Love absolutely first. I love you all dearly. I will see you next